Hi, in case you're wondering, am I playing a game? No, I'm checking out retirement options. There are so many these days, migrating, cruise, holidays, retirement villas, so many choices. But retirement, what's that? We all work so hard all our lives. We are expected to stop working one day. If you think retirement is just about rocking chair and sipping cocktails, you are in for a shock. Are we ready for it? What about the young people? Can they afford to retire when the prices of everything is going so high these days? How many of us have even planned for retirement? Is it a luxury or a curse or a cruel joke to stress us out even more? So many questions. Let's get some answers. This is Kumar versus Retirement. In the good old days, no one has ever heard of the word retirement. You worked till you couldn't anymore. Then in the 1800s, this guy in Germany, Otto von Bismarck, was tired of working and decided to set a retirement age at 70. People were like, will we even live that long? By the early 20th century, other countries joined in, setting the retirement age at 65. Employees everywhere were happy. They could finally rest after decades of hard work. But today, people are living longer and healthier. So the retirement age keeps going up. 65, 67, even 70. Many of us feel like we are just working and working and working. In Singapore, we joke that we will work till we drop. Is it because everything is getting more expensive and many of us can't afford to stop working? If you really want to retire one day, you better start planning yesterday. Here are some facts. Singapore has one of the fastest aging populations in the world. By 2030, 1 in 4 Singaporeans will be aged 65 and above. That means there is more pressure on the young to save more for their retirement and manage their healthcare costs. Now, let's talk money. According to DBS Retirement Report 2025, to retire comfortably in Singapore, you need between $550,000 to $1.3 million depending on your lifestyle. But how do we prepare for retirement when we don't know how long we will live or whether our savings will be enough? The Singapore government is helping us retire better through CPF Life by providing lifelong monthly payouts, no matter how long you live. You can select one of the 3 plans based on your lifestyle. There's also the Silver Support Scheme providing extra help for seniors in retirement. The Ministry of Manpower and TAFEP are also providing information and assistance on retirement planning and support, and setting guidelines on responsible re-employment. The good news is in 2023, around 51% of Singaporeans have a retirement plan, higher than 46% 2 years earlier. And around 40% of youth in 2023 had developed a plan for retirement savings compared to 32% 2 years earlier. So, more Singaporeans are seeing the need for proper planning. I don't think I want to retire. I never planned for it. I still enjoy working. But what about you? Do you have a retirement plan? Tell Gigi the truth. We all want to know.
Do you have a retirement plan in mind?
No, because I'm still young. I never think so far.
Not yet. Definitely not yet. Still young.
Right now, retirement isn't really that important to me because I'm quite young. And I just want to focus on myself right now and the present.
I actually do. I have a lot of insurance agent friends who have sold me a lot of policies. I am to be believed that I am contributing to my retirement plan as I pay every year, but I'm broke now also.
What would have been your ideal retirement age?
20 years ago? Because the inflation rate is going up too high. And we moved to first world country a bit too fast. So whatever savings I thought was enough for me 15 years ago is not enough now.
How much do you think, right, you need in order to retire in Singapore?
At least $1 million. In Singapore standards, seriously.
Maybe like a couple of million.
Is that your goal?
Like assets wise and everything wise, like saved up.
Wow. If you have already paid for the house, your car, and you have children that's grown up and working, I think 2 million would be very nice.
But you're never retiring.
I would never retire, yeah. I will work until I die.
I feel that in order to stress yourself to work and save that much, right, I think your mindset will change already. So even when you want to retire, you probably think that you need this level of living to do all that, or you never feel safe enough.
I agree too, I like the balance of work and play, work and play.
So in Singapore and in some countries, the retirement age is actually getting higher and higher. Why do you think that's so?
I think it's very hard to retire in Singapore because it's very expensive. It's very sad to see those old people work.
I feel like it's quite bad because nowadays the elderly health isn't getting better, they are declining actually. I feel like if it increases more, the elders won't be able to do their jobs properly and that will lead to more injuries.
I think it's due to rising cost of living. Our CPF might not be able to sustain us in the future. Maybe your mixed rice will be $20.
It's normal in Singapore also around that. My side also got about 82, 83 years old.
Working in the hospital.
Yeah, the cleaner also.
Why do they not want to retire?
They retire, they nothing to do. They also very difficult to survive. And they also don't know how to go back. Walk around also difficult.
Kumar says that he wants to work forever until the day that he dies. He will never retire. What do you think about that?
My mom is a huge fan, so I'm pretty sure she'll be very happy that he'll be working until he dies.
Because Kumar is in our generation where we call the baby boom boomers generation. They are just used to just work and work. It's okay. As long as they keep them occupied.
I think it's good. It's important to have some form of work because once you stop working, your brain degenerates and your social circle changes.
Everybody thinking it's not safe. Very difficult to say. Because some thinking, I want to retire because I work too long, I tired already. Or some is like, I work, I need to help other people or need to help something.
I hope that's a choice, not because he had no option. But if he has no option, then I understand why.
I think it comes from passion. He really loves what he does.
Tell Kumar. Kumar's here.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you to retire, but do take it easy once in a while. Only for us fans because we love you.
If you could do your whole life over and have a dream retirement, do you think you would do anything differently?
During our younger days, I would have actually saved up even more. Don't splurge.
Yeah, my outfit is only $27. Can you believe that?
I think so.
Hey, it's intern Gigi, and plot twist, I'm holding your future in my hands. So is your future golden, or are you kind of just winging it with zero retirement plans? Let's meet our contestants and see who's slacking on their life goals. Intros, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Das. Nice to meet you.
So long,
Hi, I'm Queenie.
That's it.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Miles.
Hello. On Team Winging It with Zero Retirement Plans, President Shane Marjuki.
President! Wow. Today we're going to be playing Retire or Expire. I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. If you think that what's being said is correct, write retire. If you think it's wrong, write expire. You have 10 seconds to discuss. All right, are you guys ready? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Question number 1. Which generation is least likely to retire comfortably? Is it A, baby boomers? Is it B, Gen X? C, millennials? Or D, Gen Z?
Baby boomers. Who's the youngest?
Least likely to retire comfortably. 3, 2, 1. Answers, please.
Gen Z.
The answer is D. Gen Z is the correct answer. It does become harder and harder for each generation to retire due to the increased cost of living. Next question. Let's move on.
Let's go.
When should you start planning and saving for retirement? A, in your 50s. B, in your 40s. C, in your 30s. Or D, in your 20s.
30s. Oh, 20.
3, 2, 1. Answers, please.
Queenie's answer, so it might be wrong. 20/D.
Why do you think it's in your 20s?
Because the earlier you start investing or buying insurance, the cheaper the premiums are, right? So, and plus you have your entire life ahead of you to start planning and saving money. By the time you're 50, too late already.
It's actually a trick question.
Oh.
All of the above and any age you can start planning for retirement. But I like your
Wow,
answer.
playing it like that. She's
I
playing
like
it
her
like that.
answer. I think she was very, very, well spoken. I may just give them a bit
Extra
of
bonus
As you
point,
should.
please.
As you should.
I think let's help them out. Yeah. They are closer more to retirement age. Yeah.
They need the prize more than us.
Yeah.
Is the price?
Next question. Since everyone, especially seniors now, are trying to live
Why did she look at us
healthier-
when she said senior?
I know, right?
Naturally.
Walking out.
The old
Since
people's
everyone,
corner.
especially seniors now, are living healthier, how much does it cost to use the Active SG pools and gyms?
How much does it cost?
What is this?
I don't know.
Have you guys ever
Yes.
been to one?
Yes, I take my daughter all the time, so I
think
should
one
know
is
this, but I just
250.
sort of...
That kid is like one. Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's see your answers.
Wow, $1 and $2.50. Which one is it?
$1 is for swimming pool. $2.50 is for the gym.
I can tell you $1 is not for the swimming pool. It's more.
Is it?
But the gym,
It's
right? I don't know.
actually
Free. Oh.
it is free for seniors.
Oh, because you said senior?
Do you say senior?
Did I say seniors?
We were so insulted when she said seniors, we forgot it.
We were so busy feeling attacked.
Maybe we are
said it so
seniors
loud,
because I can't
someone.
hear very well.
Sorry.
Next question. What does this acronym stand for? FIRE.
F-I-R.
Oh, I know this one.
F-I-R-E.
Oh, but I forgot.
Fire. F-I-R-E. Got to do something with retirement early.
Retire.
Fail? No. Something.
Retrench.
Retirement.
Resign.
Let's have your answers in 3, 2, 1. Let's see.
Ta-da!
Das, please go first.
Almost the same.
Finance, invest, retire comfortably, and expenses.
What are 2 words in one?
Because retirement. Okay, so just retirement.
What about you guys?
So what we wrote is finance, invest, retire early. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I feel like the last 2 is retire early. The first 2, I forget what it actually means. So we anyhow.
I feel I've heard this from like some insurance agent.
But you know what? Cheryl and Shane's team are half right. Retire early is correct.
Yes, this part.
So FIRE stands for Financial Independence.
That's it.
Retire early. It is a movement that was apparently started by millennials about 10 years ago, and their aim is to reduce expenses, aim to maximize income, and therefore be able to build a healthy retirement fund. Okay, so let's give 2 points
Oh, yay.
to
We'll take
Cheryl and Shane because
Sure.
they got it half right.
Oh, they are very clever.
We'll give it to them.
That was
what's
the last
happening?
question, actually.
Oh, last question.
I've got the prizes out, and I would like to award them to the winning team. So congratulations, Shane and Cheryl.
Hey, thank you.
By the way, Gigi's effect didn't work on us. Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to
you all
do the-
definitely deserve it.
Well, you guys have won Shaw movie tickets and Movie Bites vouchers to add to your retirement plan, so we hope you enjoy.
This is another topic that a lot of us are avoiding, which is retirement. I can see all of you like prepared, not prepared for retirement. I think
we're
she
not
is.
retiring soon.
There are some people, a lot of youth, want to retire early. They want to make their millions, retire at 40, right? Then there are some people at this table specifically who never want to retire even though they really should.
Talking about me?
2 ends of the spectrum. What is I'm not talking about anyone.
Names?
People,
names.
people,
Finally, the
not
clap
person,
back.
so that's how many people.
The clap back, the clap back.
I think retirement is very hard in Singapore because I think we have a lot of bills to pay. Of course, some banks have started this initiative, which I'm in, that you can put a bit of money away, and then when you're 60, they pay out. till you're 70.
So it's like a savings plan.
So until then you pay out.
Forced savings.
For those who actually don't have CPF, this is a very good idea. I won't retire. When I'm old, I will go and work in my favorite supermarket.
Cashier or...
Yeah, whatever I get. Just to keep your lifestyle.
I think you score the customers there.
Huh? If I see you, I'll ban you.
Like, do you all ever see a time where like you all are retired? What does that even mean?
Okay, can it be such that you know, in your 20s you work for maybe 4 years and then you take a break for a year, and then maybe in your 30s you work for 4 years or 5 years and then you take another break for another year, because it's in those breaks that you really can sort of determine who you are as an individual. And I don't believe that we stay static as humans. So that means we stay on the same trajectory, we stay in the same job, we stay in the same kind of like industry forever. And if you take that year off, it's time for you to pause and go, who am I? What do I really want? How can I contribute to the community? How can I give back to the world? Can I upskill myself in a different way? And then you go back into the world, you are refreshed, recharged, you have new ideas, you have new ways to contribute to the world. But there are people who just work their entire life, and they retire when they're 60 sometimes, even maybe 70, and then they're like, oh, I'm too tired. Or
to enjoy life.
Or I've already died before I get to enjoy life.
They never really explore their dreams.
Yeah, because when you're 20, different when you're 70.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
I personally know some people who have gone on sabbatical for like a year, no pay leave, but when they come back, they can't get a job even though it's no pay leave and they are guaranteed a job.
Yeah,
so you know, you hear so many things like the economy is always like on the downturn, you know, job security. If you're going to take a year off and come back, that feels like a stressful thing, you know, like, are you guaranteed or something?
But within the year, things have shifted to another
And you
thing.
could shift. You could shift also in that year.
Yeah, you're no more wanted, yeah.
Yeah, but you can also diversify in that year. Change your skill set based on where the world is headed.
And I think that's why people shouldn't be, you know, sitting still too much, which is why I think the government's upskilling, work skills development,
future.
work skills future, all things like that is good because you diversify your talent, your skill. I think the young generation, they actually want to be able to create finances a lot faster and in more clever ways, perhaps. And which I feel, if you want the young generation to be able to have enough to enjoy their life and to still come back and give back to society, you have to teach them financial competence really early.
But like, do you aspire, you know, as the resident young person here, to FIRE? You all know the FIRE movement, like?
No,
Financial independence.
Fire engine only, I know.
Retire early.
Yeah, FIRE. It's like when people say, I want to FIRE. It means
Financial independence, retire early.
Yeah.
Is financial
honestly, I think
independent.
get fired.
I think that one day I will want to take a step back from work, not retire fully, but maybe find something that's a bit more like semi-retirement. I spoke to some
But are you
uncles,
doing
right?
your dream job now?
Right now, I don't know what my dream is. Yeah, I don't know what my dream is. I'm still figuring that out, right? But I can't afford to like
keep your options
take
open.
a year off to go figure out my purpose,
Yeah,
come back to my job, right? A lot
Yeah.
of people, they need that paycheck, right? They don't have the luxury of like, hey, let me just take a year off, eat, pray,
Yeah,
love,
exactly.
and
They
I
don't
come
have
back.
that.
Yeah.
But maybe a few months or, you know, just some sabbatical, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Some countries have the working visa. You know, you can go
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a holiday
Yeah,
and then you
can-
work at the
Australia,
same
you
time.
go and pick
And I think
fruit.
culturally also, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but in Australia, it is more common that students take a gap year,
Yes.
right? But in Singapore, if you were to say after my college or polyclinic or polytechnic,
That's when you're 75.
then you can take, like taking a gap year in Singapore is, I think, is more common, but it's still so
It's
rare.
hard. It's hard because the boys already have NS, right? So they're
Yeah.
going to be
That's
behind,
our gap
right?
year.
The rat race is just so exhausting.
All right, so therefore, first question is, how do you plan for retirement? What are the options? What do you do?
Savings plan.
Has anyone even put
I'm
into
not even
plans?
married yet.
Savings plan,
Like,
retirement
Yeah,
plan.
but
so
young
far
people are supposed to be
away.
thinking already about
but it's so
retirement.
far away from me.
That's the thing, it's not far away.
Time
Honestly,
flies.
But
Time
I
it's not
can.
far away. If you guys want to retire early, you should be thinking now already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You're already 30,
Yeah.
right?
You want to retire at 40?
No, not me, not me.
One white hair just came out.
Hey,
Hey, nothing
because-
wrong with white hair.
I mean, if you love what you do, and if there's still a market for you, I don't think you really should retire. Maybe semi-retire, because I'm considered semi-retire because I don't work every day now. But because I love what I do, and I don't want it to end yet. Although it's been 35 years, right?
The older population in Singapore, there are a lot of retirees. What are they doing? They don't have a purpose.
I thought you said they don't have kids.
Oh, you know what? Old folks' home and kindergartens merged together, I think is one of the best ideas.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You know what they did? They did in Singapore recently. They have a TV program on kindergarten, meeting old people.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Right.
that.
And then
I heard
they
about
make friends and then
How cute.
put them together for like 3 weeks or something, and then after that they do a performance.
Like this
Singapore?
creche idea in buildings that you were talking about in another episode, that childcare should be manned by the old folks.
Old people.
The old folks, you know, and then that's
Because they love it, you know.
Yeah,
Either
yeah.
that or have a pet care as well, because, you know, fur babies have a pet care where the older people, because those animals have been proven to be very calming for
Very good
and good
idea.
companions as well for older people.
This tells us that old people, please, when you retire, you better have plans
have a
to
role.
keep yourself busy. I mean, just the world.
There's still a role in society.
Yeah, I will
Or
say.
have a paradigm shift, and it's not retirement, it's about a different phase of enjoying life.
Yep.
And contributing to the community.
And contributing, giving back.
My mother is keeping herself busy by volunteering in the temple.
Oh.
So, so like every day, whole day.
Yeah.
And so it's keeping her busy, which is great. And great. So I think old people should not say I'm lonely. So old people who are living alone, I think they should come out and go and take part in activities at the community center. There are so many games, things to play.
And building a social circle means they look out for you as well. So
Yes.
they don't hear from you, they know something's wrong
Yeah,
or something,
yeah,
they look out for you.
absolutely. So the old people all should gather. That's why now even got dating apps that's starting from 50.
Oh.
Really good for you.
And building that social circle, building that.
Wow, these two really got beef from the start.
Really generation gap, the big generation
I
gap.
love
huh?
Generation
The
gap
keep
here.
getting
See,
wider.
see the childcare crash and the old folks home together right here.
Now you think about it, it's not really such a good idea anymore.
We can put on a performance.
Okay, so guys, retirement age is getting further and further and further. First was 60-something, then moved to 60-something, then it's going higher and higher and higher because everyone is aging, we are aging population. So what are your thoughts on that?
Can I just say one thing? Companies that use the re-employment age, retirement age, give your senior colleagues a bigger chance, because just because they reach that re-employment age doesn't mean you have to give them a lower salary and less hours. Maybe they are totally competent to continue as a full-timer at a full pay.
We're living longer.
Yeah, everyone's living healthier. It's not very good.
Yeah, just retire when you feel like it.
When you think you're ready.
If you can afford it.
Yeah, you need to afford it.
Plan now. Call this number.
I think the biggest thing, like as hard as it might be, planning early is always good.
Planning early. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you want to retire, plan early or retire when you are ready with
money
and community.
You got that, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, have a good social circle. Very important. Older people always have good friends. Okay, with that, we end this episode. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Love you.